Hello everyone, I welcome you all in another video from Science Academy, and in today's session we are going to discuss the question paper from IIT JAM 2020 from biotechnology subject, and this is the second video. Already I made one video where I have solved section A. Those who have not seen that video, link of that video in the description box, you can see that video also. So in today's session we are going to solve the section B having the total 10 question, and there can be more than one option possible for this question. So this will come under category of multiple selection question. So I will directly move to the section B, which start from question number 31 to 40. 1 to 30 question I already solved in section A in the previous video. So let us start, friends, and I will request you all to watch this video till the end so that you can understand the solution of each and every question in detail. So let's start, friend. Question number 31, it is telling which of the following is or are auxin. Auxin are growth hormone in case of plant which cause the apical growth of apical meristem. So either shoot will increase, apical shoot, or root will increase. Suppose this is a plant, so this portion will keep on increasing in upward direction or downward direction, this which will form primary root. So either primary root will keep on increasing or the shoot, apical shoot will keep on increasing, so that the length of the plant can be possible by using auxin. So these are the example of the auxin, and they are asking which is or are auxin. So NPA, naphthalene acetic acid, this is auxin. Indole 3-butyric acid, this is also auxin. 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, this is also auxin. And indole 3-acetic acid, this is also auxin. So all four are auxin. Among these, indole butyric acid B and C are natural auxin, and A and C are artificial auxin, which means it can be synthesized, it has been synthesized in the lab, it is not found naturally into the plant body. Okay, moving to the next question, which of the following is or are true about the photosynthesis? Okay, so C3 plant, the first organic product of carbon fixation is 3-phosphoglycerate. Yeah, this is true, because in the C3 plant the RUBP, if I will write here, RUBP combines with CO2 to form 3 carbon phosphoglyceric acid, and it is, that's why we call C3 plant, because first stable product is of 3 carbon. Option, so first option is correct. Moving to next question B, next option B, the C4 plant, the first organic product of carbon fixation is oxaloacetate. This is also true, because oxaloacetate is 4 carbon, and that's why it is called C4 plant. Okay, next one, C, crustacean acid metabolism. This plant, CAM plant, is a succulent plant which lives in the arid condition. This is also true. This is also C4 plant, but this is formed mostly in the succulent or arid area where the, or desert like condition where the water present in very low concentration in the soil. So they basically open up the stomata in the night, and in daytime it will close its stomata. Those type of plants called crustacean acid metabolism, like Opnusia. Okay, moving to the next option, D option, oxygen is generated from the carbon dioxide. No, oxygen is not generated from the carbon dioxide, it is generated from the water. So A option is correct, B option is correct, and C option is correct. So here for this one, A, B and C, these three are correct. Moving to next question, which of the following is or are involving activation of cytotoxic T cells? So we know that MSC class 1 and there is another MSC class 2. Via MSC class 2, T helper cell get activated. Via MSC class 1, TC cells or TC cells get activated. So first option is correct because through MSC1 TC cells will get activated. And another way of activation of TC cell is T cell receptor. Once the antigen binds with the T cell receptor, this also activate TC cells. So answer A and C is correct. Moving to next question, DNA and RNA are acidic in nature due to presence of, this is very direct question. We keep on studying that DNA and RNA are negatively charged molecule, and that's why in electrophoresis it moved toward the positive direction. So it's negative due to presence of phosphate ion, which is present where? In phosphodiester bond. So answer will be C option. Apart from that, these pentose sugar, nitrogen base and large number of hydrogen bond, this does not contribute acidic nature. Acidic nature is because of phosphoric acid or phosphate ion. Moving to next question, which of the following is or are correct? Okay, so this first option, light has wave nature only, it is telling. No, not only, it has particle nature also. So light can have both wave and particle nature. Yeah, this is true. Photoelectric effect shows the light can behave like particle. This is true because photoelectric effect where the light falls on the metal surface which cause the release of electron is a direct proof of electric or particle nature of light. And interference shows the light behave like particle. No, interference experiment shows the wave nature of light. So this is wrong. So answer will be B and C for this one. Moving to next question, protozoans, one of the domain of 5 kingdom classification. We have studied Monera, we have studied protozoans, Protista, then fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So protozoans come under the Protista category, okay, because in the Protista there are diatoms, dinoflagellates, then slime mold and protozoans. These are the 4 category. So protozoans comes under the category of Protista, and Protista characteristics that it is a unicellular and eukaryotic. It is made up of single cell, okay, single cell, it is made up of single cell, and there is a presence of, so single cell, and there is a presence of nucleus covered with nuclear membrane. Also there is a presence of organelle, there is a presence of flagella which is 9+2 arrangement, which is characteristics feature of eukaryotes, flagella and the cilia made up of 9+2. So answer will be unicellular and eukaryotic. Its answer will be A and C both. Now moving to next question, which is somewhat calculation kind of. So it is telling which of the following curve or a straight line equation pass through the origin when plotted on graph. Okay, pass through the origin. So we will do the calculation on the blank sheet. Here it is telling that what will be the equation or value of equation if that line is passing through the origin. So suppose this is the line passing through the origin. So whenever any line will pass through the origin, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So x value and y value will be equal to 0 because this value is 0. This side it is positive, this side it is positive, this side it is negative, and if you are going to plot, then this side will be negative. So any line which will pass through the origin, that should be x and y value will be 0. Now let us see in which case it is coming 0. So what we have to see, that x or y should be 0. So let us take this example. If x minus x by 2 equal to minus y by 2, because I will take this y by 2 to this side, then it will be negative. This negative will be cancelled. This value will be cancelled. So now suppose if we put x is equal to 0, then y value will be also 0. This value will be also 0. It means first option is correct. where x and y value will be both 0. So this line will pass through the origin. Now let us check second one. 1 plus x plus y 1 plus y plus x is equal to 1. So x plus y is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus y. So let's put x value 0, then y value will be also 0, minus 0. It doesn't matter, minus 0 means 0, it means second is also going to pass through the origin, because x, when x value is 0, y is automatically 0. Now let us calculate for C1. X is 1 by y. Suppose if I will keep the value of x 0, so 1 by y is equal to 0, which means y is equal to 1 by 0, means infinity. So if x is 0, then y will be infinity. No, this is not correct. Both x, when x should be 0, when we are keeping x 0, then y should be 0. Now let us check last one. This one, then this value will be 2y is equal to 2x minus 2. Now to 2 we can common, and we can write y is equal to 2x minus 1, sorry, x minus 1. Now let us put x value 0, then y value will be 0 minus 1, means minus 1. When x is 0, y is minus 1. No, then this will also not pass. For passing, what should be condition? When x is 0, y should be also 0. So only if A and B is correct. So answer will be A and B. Moving to next question. Consider two body of equal mass 10 to the power 12 kg is each and r distance apart. Okay. Let g be the gravitational constant and v naught is a constant with dimension of energy. Okay. Which one of the following represent the gravitational potential energy between the bodies such that Newton's law of gravitation is valid? Okay, these are the formula, and we have to justify which one is going to follow the Newton's law of gravitation is valid. So no need to put anything, or just we can check dimension. If left hand side dimension is matching with right hand side, that will be the correct option. For you can see V is here, it is mentioned, well, potential energy. So potential energy dimension, which is equal to V, is dimension of energy is ml square t minus 2. Okay, so this is one dimension of LHS. Now we will see for right hand side. Let us check capital G, gravitational constant. Its dimension, gravitational constant dimension is m minus 2 minus 1 L cube t minus 2. Okay, now if it is g divided by r, so if we are going to divide r dimension will be L. Now you can see this 24 is nothing but it is a mass of two body. One mass weight is 10 to the power 12, so 10 to the power 12 into mass of another body is 10 to the power 12, so which can be written by 10 to the power 12 into 10 to the power 12, which is 10 to the power 24. So it is mass of one body into mass of another body. So its dimension is going to multiply over here. Mass dimension will be m square. So now this value will be, after calculation, this value will be how much? M square and m minus 1, means m1 L cube divided by L1, L square t minus 2. So this is right hand side. So right hand side is matching with left hand side. This one, these two are equal, so it means first option is correct. Now another option B will be also correct, because you can see this value is of potential energy whose dimension is equal to this one. So this value will be go this side, so its value will be minus 999 V naught, but dimension of V naught will be remain same. So this which is equal to minus g by r. So this dimension is, we have already seen in our one, it is matching with the first one. So B option is also going to be same, because its dimension is also going to be same, where left hand side dimension is matching with the right hand side. But C option won't be there, because here R square is there, so its dimension is not going to match with the left hand side. Here it is multiplying, so this is also not going to match. So these two option is not going to be there. So answer will be A and B. Hope it is clear. So next question is telling that which of the following is or are correct. Okay, so both glucose and fructose has same molecular formula. Yeah, this is true, because glucose and fructose are same number of carbon hydrogen, except aldehyde is in first carbon in case of glucose, and ketone, that aldehyde is shifted to the carbon number second, which forms ketone in the case of fructose. So number of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen will be same, so molecular formula remains same. So first option is correct. The position of oxygen and carbon differ in the structure of glucose and fructose. Yes, because initially CHO is present in glucose like this position. In fructose it's becomes CH2OH and COO. So number of carbon and oxygen position changes, so carbon, hydrogen and oxygen position is going to change. So B option is also correct. Now third option, both glucose and fructose have same physical property. No, physical property depends on the structure, and structure is different. This structure is different and this structure is different, so its property will be different, not same. Fourth option, both glucose and fructose are monosaccharide. Yes, true. Glucose, fructose, galactose, mannose, these are the monosaccharide. This option is true. So answer will be A, B and D. C is not going to answer. So these three are correct. Moving to last question, which of the following gas function as signaling molecule in the human nervous system? Okay, so nervous system, in nervous system this nitric oxide work as a signaling molecule, because nitric oxide is a gas and it acts as a potent signal molecule. Potent signal molecule. It is also neurotransmitter. Apart from that, other gas which is carbon monoxide, this also acts as a signal molecule because it dissolves in the blood and binds with the heme very strongly. Even nitric oxide strongly binds to the heme, and it can travel from blood capillaries to up to the brain, and it will give the signal there. So A option is also correct and B option is also correct. So answer A and B is going to be the right answer for question number 40. C and D, helium and argon, it is not present in our body. It is not going to act as a signal molecule. This is all about for this today's session. Hope this video is going to help you in the preparation of biotechnology for IIT JAM entrance examination. Kindly share this video among your friends, and if you have any doubt, please put in the comment section. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. In next section I will do the solution of part C. Thanks a lot for watching.